So free hit. Shuffles across. He looks to go for the paddle. The wicketkeeper will take it, but doesn't matter. They'll pick up a single.
A pretty unconventional shot there, isn't it, Nishant, for a free hit? One would expect the batter to go at it with full power. But on this occasion, he just wanted to do some sort of a dil scoop, but missing it out completely.
That'll bring Suranga on strike now for the first time. Excellent start this for Sri Lions.
Could be called wide there. Yes, it is. We were talking a bit about momentum in the last innings, where Asim was talking about the momentum stays with the team that ends well. And Sri Lions, with their exemplary bowling efforts, did really well to contain Colatta Chocolates to 162 runs, all out in fact, going in with the full energy, with the full confidence, and starting off well.
So he's getting the ball to come back into the right-hander. They run across for a single again.
It's absolutely good start this for Sri Lions. 10 runs already. And they would probably think that they've done enough for the over. What Saif should probably try and do is to bowl in wicket to wicket, try to contain the runs, not give any more in this over, try to end well, finish well.
Quick single taken, good running between the wickets. They have not given away anything at all. Every time they've faced a ball, they've got some runs.
Three more deliveries to go. Saif has already bowled about 5 deliveries, 2 extras.
Dot ball. That's a bit of a change for Saif.
First of many would be the expectation of Captain Ranjit. He would want to slow down the run rate as much as possible, especially in the first 6 overs. If he's able to contain Sri Lions to less than 40 runs and get a couple of wickets, he would see himself in a good position.
And Suranga decides to go over the top. Good connection. That's gone for 6.
He's in a hurry indeed. He wants to finish the innings and go back home early, it seems. The very 5th delivery of the innings, and he goes for it with absolute power, absolute timing towards deep mid-wicket and out of the stadium.
Well, yes, he can finish this early and go back home. He doesn't have another game. We do.
Yeah, I think he's helping us with the time. Fearless in his approach, isn't he, Nishant?
That's very, very good shot there. And outside edge. That is running away. Fielder will cut it off. Just a single there. That'll be the end of the first over at 16 without loss. So Zishan will share the new ball. Two left-armers starting proceedings for Colatta Chocolates here.
Yeah, good start from Zishan. Dot ball there. Couple of wickets in the first 3 to 4 overs would be the hope and the strategy of Colatta.
Good shot from Suranga again. He's connected that very well. That's gone for 6 more.
Picking his deliveries quite well there. It's almost as if he knew exactly where the ball was going to be pitched. He was ready for the shot, executed it perfectly. 6 runs, 6 valuable runs for Team Sri Lions.
An excellent start this for the Lions. Suranga 14 of 6 deliveries. Good delivery.
Well blocked by Suranga, and sensible batting this. He knows there's runs on board. The run rate is far above 10 runs per over. This is a start, a perfect start that Sri Lions would have hoped for, and they've got it so far.
And Varuna is not really opened up yet. He's very good on the offside. Soft hands wanted a single but sent back.
Yeah, slowly gaining momentum here, Zishan. He has understood that if he pitches it up or if he gives a short delivery, there's every chance that Suranga will flick it or pull it over the boundary for a 6. He has the power, he has the capacity. Only 2 fielders outside the circle. 2 good deliveries so far from Zishan, and he would want to finish well.
Well, I don't think he can finish well. That was nicely struck. Again through the offside. This time Suranga showing a bit of his offside play.
Picking his gap so well, Suranga. Full toss this, wide outside off stump, easy pickings for the batsman. You know, getting the timing is one thing, but he also got the placement almost perfectly in between those 2 fielders. It's a tight packed offside field, managed to find that gap, and 4 valuable runs for his team.
Wanted again a single but sent back, and rightly so. That will be the end of the over. 2 ball, it's 26 without loss. So very early in the innings, Gopakumar is introduced into the attack.
Could be the right move here, Nishant, because it's quite obvious that the pace bowlers were very easily picked on by both Varuna and Suranga. It all depends on if Gopan can generate some sort of turn here.
Outside the off this time. Just get a feeling that Gopa's approach, I'll really have to wait and watch what his approach is in T20 cricket. Don't think he's going to focus a lot on turning the ball.
Absolutely right. He's drifting it rather, and rather quickly. Nudged for a single. He has not got his line right so far, Gopan. A couple of deliveries on the leg side, a couple of deliveries way outside off. He's quite lucky, to be honest, that they haven't been completely utilized by the batsman. But Suranga is very much capable of that. This one is better.
Gopa, of course, the purple cap winner in the Bukhatar League. So he will be a force to reckon with in this format as well. Made a lot of name for himself.
And that's the delivery I was talking about, Nishant. Missing out his line completely. Even the length cut quite well towards deep backward point for a boundary.
Yeah, that was nicely struck there. It was uppish. For a moment, I thought that maybe Gopa has got him in his trap, but it was in the gap.
Yeah, boundaries are flowing quite easily for Sri Lions. They have managed to get at least one boundary so far in every over that they have batted in the power play.
Oh, very well bowled.
That was almost there.
End of the third over, it's 33 without loss. So the skipper into the attack now. He bowls a very nagging line and length. That is his way of doing it.
Trying to tempt the batsman, right, Nishant? And rightly so. He's put the perfect field setup for his kind of a delivery or his kind of bowling. He's got long on and deep mid-wicket in place.
Quick single taken this time, and he thrives on tying the batsman up. He thrives on not giving them room to play with, and very difficult to get away. Big shout there from Ranjit, but I get a feeling there was some bat involved there.
Absolutely, Nishant. I think there was bat involved. The umpire almost dismissed him there. And yeah, good line, I must say, so far from Ranjit. He's got it right for the field setup that he has placed. And Sri Lions also would not mind this too much. They know that they have. And there you go. There is a chance. Not at all. Out of the boundary, 6 runs.
Excellent strike there from Suranga. Suranga is the man who's been hitting those sixes. And it got big on him. But he still managed to put it away.
Yeah, it didn't look like a well-timed shot at the beginning. But traveled. The ball really traveled. Yeah, he's got his priorities right, Suranga. There's another attempt. And out. First blood drawn by Team Colatta Chocolates, and the captain himself who's taken it upon to get the wicket, to get the opening wicket for Colatta. And Sri Lions lose their first wicket.
Yes, it's the dangerous Suranga who has to walk back to the pavilion. Ranjit Mani went for a 6. Suranga trying to repeat the act. Just hitting it straight up in the air. And has to perish. He departs for 26 of 15 as Sri Lions lose their first wicket for 41 runs. What a shot, what a pickup shot there. First ball. And he has put it away in style for a 6. Charuka off the mark with a 6 there. 4 overs bowled. It's 47 for 1.
Driven on the offside. Another boundary there. Varuna this time. Welcoming Gopa to his second over with a boundary.
Yes, that is his zone. That is Varuna's zone. He loves playing shots there.
It almost seems that Sri Lions wants to finish the innings within the first 10 to 15 overs, the way they're going. And rightly so, they're taking full advantage of the power play situation. Only 2 fielders outside the circle. And so far, we've seen many traces of Colatta Chocolates bowlers not bowling to their fielders, I feel. Yeah, better from Gopa this time.
Yeah, a good feeling of his own bowling as well.
He must try not to give too much room. I think that's where they've taken advantage of Gopa. Otherwise, he's been on the money. It was just the loose deliveries that have been put away. Nudging on the onside there for a single. It's quite interesting also that in the first 4 overs, Colatta Chocolates have used 4 bowlers. Almost trying to unsettle the batsmen, but they have played really well so far. Varuna and Charuka as well. Charuka, the very first delivery, hitting the ball for 6. I mean, that's a statement there. That's a statement that they are here. They're here to win, and they're here to win with a big net run rate.
And what a shot that was as well. That pickup shot was absolutely fantastic. Well bowled.
Yeah, the right length from Gopa. And both Varuna and Charuka here, they have to realize that they have given a great start for their team, and if they're able to just steady the ship, get the 1s and 2s, they will be able to win the game quite easily for Sri Lions. Wide delivery on this occasion.
Yes, I think that's the advantage of getting off to a good start. You can then take some time and just try and settle down a little bit once the power play is done. The next 5-6 overs, you can just nudge around. Looks to cut, misses there. There is a dot ball.
Charuka will be a bit frustrated, and that was definitely a cut shot towards the gully fielder that he was probably eyeing.
Gentle push this time, straight to the fielder. Barring the 6, excellent over. 5 bowled, 53 for 1.
So 5 overs down, 53 for 1. And another wide by Zishan. Not able to get their line here again, and we've been circling back about this. Colatta Chocolates, these are gifted runs for Sri Lions, who are already in a very good start. They should try and get the momentum back in the game if they have any chance. Because the way Varuna and Charuka are going, they are here for the long run.
It's very impressive. Oh, pulled brilliantly, and the fielder is a spectator. That is why I say you play normal cricket, it will always give you dividends. Forget about the dimensions.
Absolutely, they're well-timed, really well-timed by Varuna. I'm sure he must have had his heart in his mouth for a second there. The fielder was well-positioned, and what Zishan was trying was to get a catch off of that pull shot that he would have expected from Varuna. But Varuna still found that gap and managed to get a 6. The bowler under pressure now. This has been miscued, but ends in no man's land. Couple of runs for Sri Lions.
Because that is the advantage of that side of the ground. That if it is not timed, and there is so much of an empty space there, bright chance of that falling at no man's land.
And we saw some good swing and good movement in the first innings, which is not too visible in the second innings. The pitch and the ball not behaving as much as Zishan and Captain Ranjit as well for his bowlers would have hoped for. Zishan will be under a bit of a pressure here. First two deliveries have not really panned out the way he would have wanted it. Oh, nudged, but yeah, single stolen there.
This is the hint of the movement that you're talking about.
Yes, absolutely. Came in right well this time, yes, Nishant. I think one of the reasons why Zishan must be not attempting that too well, especially against Varuna, is because every time that went towards his pads, he's hit it out of the park. At least for a boundary minimum.
Yes, and also the thing about controlling the line when you're getting movement, that becomes very important as well.
Yeah, I feel that Zishan has a better chance with the left-hander here. Maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. Flicked towards the onside, another boundary there.
Yes, this guy has got very good leg side play. The use of the wrist, that first pick up for 6, and now this, absolutely spot on.
Brilliant, really brilliant batting. This it's almost as if he picked it on the off stump or outside the off stump. Picked up the length really early there, positioned himself, great balance, and towards that mid-wicket region for a boundary. Great, great play here from both the batsmen.
Slightly on the shorter side, pulled away. Will pick up a single. Charuka moves on to 11. Going on at 11.66 runs an over, which is an outstanding start. And they've lost just 1 wicket, so I think it's been Sri Lions through and through in this power play.
The momentum definitely shifting towards Sri Lions. They're confident, they're accurate, they've got their timing on point, and they've punished literally every bad delivery that has come their way. Another flick there, and should be another couple of runs. Oh, there's a slip-up from the batsman. Could this be a chance for a run out? No.
So he survives that little scare there. 6 overs bowled, power play done, 70 for 1. Syam Ramesh into the attack now. Again, a very handy customer.
Yeah, the 5th bowler being used by Colatta Chocolates. They are experimenting. They're definitely trying quite hard to get that breakthrough, because they know no matter the pace at which Sri Lions is going right now, which is really good, 11.67 runs per over. If they get a couple of wickets, that's going to change the game altogether. 163 is still not a bad score to defend.
Well, I completely agree. I think 163 on this wicket should be reasonably okay. Down the leg side, that will be 5 wides. Not the best of starts for Shyam Ramesh. He'll be disappointed with that.
It's almost like a replay here, Nishant, because we saw that in the very first delivery of the match where there was a no ball bowled and, of course, the batsman hit it for a boundary. But then again, this is 5 runs gifted to Sri Lions, who are already at a really good position right now. 88 required from 84 balls. It is Sri Lions' game to lose right now because if they just nudge the ball from here on for a single, they are very well home.
Appeal, but nothing at all.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Nothing going. That pitched outside leg hit him very high. So there's no way that would have been given out.
Yeah, well, every dot ball counts right now for Colatta Chocolates, and a great comeback by Shyam after that first delivery. There's another shot. Again, too high, I feel.
He's bowling back of a length. It's going to be very difficult to get anything in his favor. That brings Varuna on strike now.
Well, it's going to be a clear-cut strategy, of course, unless Varuna decides to go home early and hit all those deliveries for boundaries. If they are able to get even 5-6 runs per over from now on for another 8 overs or so without losing a wicket, the game is very much on their scale.
Yes, pretty much so. 87 needed of 82, just over a run a ball there. That's nicely placed. Excellent placement. Should pick up at least a couple. That will decrease the gap further.
Missing out on his line once again. Shyam has been very good against the left-hander, of course. He needs to really adjust his line for the right-handed batsman as well, because he's got some movement. There's some good outswing coming out of him. And if he's able to channel it well, there can be opportunities created.
That's more like it. That's more the length he should be looking to bowl if he wants to get that leg before decision in his favor.
Going at a really good pace here, Sri Lions. Consistently above 11 runs per over has been their run rate. We did see this even in the innings of Colatta Chocolates. At 11 overs, they were about 103 runs, and then they collapsed. Oh, good slow delivery there. Deceived the batsman completely. Varuna, who has faced all deliveries from Shyam a little bit outside the off stump, a little bit on the outswing nature, this time was surprised by the off cutter.
I think he picked the length, but he was deceived by the change in pace. That's why he was shaping for that pull.
Good comeback this by Shyam, yes?
That's the end of the over then. 7 bowled, 78 for 1. Intezar is into the attack. Contributed well for Colatta Chocolates in that Bukhatar League. Excellent fielder, handy batter, and a more than handy off spinner.
Flighted there and well nudged towards deep mid wicket there by Charuka for a single.
Just feel that was a little too full from Intezar. Just has to pull back the length marginally to allow the ball to do something.
Classic off spinner, like you were saying, Nishant. He's got a little bit of an action of Saeed Ajmal, I feel. Good follow through. Chances can be created.
And bowls the right length, straight away gets a lot of turn. Now he'll keep the batsman guessing. With the ability to get the ball to turn, batsman will always be guessing, especially the left-hander.
Easily drifted towards point there for a single. You don't know. Good 3 deliveries, I must say. Just 3 singles taken. However, that would not be enough for Colatta Chocolates right now. They need more dot deliveries and more wickets. Down the ground, drifted towards long on for another single. Intelligent batting by Varuna and Charuka here. They know, they understand the balance of the game right now. And they're very well aware of the fact that if they don't do anything silly, they'll be able to take the game home quite easily.
Yes, they are in a very comfortable position here. All they need to do is play percentage cricket. The game will be theirs.
Well, Colatta Chocolates, I think this is the 5th bowler that they're using. Yes, Nishant, or the 6th bowler. I'm not sure. I lost count now. But they are definitely mixing up their options, or hoping for the batsman not to settle down on one bowler. But they need a wicket. They need to break this partnership to have any chance. And right now, the way Varuna and Charuka are batting, it may be a tad difficult to do that. And that's the end of 8 overs. The score is 84 for 1. So Siam is back into the attack. 1 over bowled, 7 runs given so far.
Varuna has gone for the big shot. And he has cleared the fence quite comfortably. Cracker of a shot.
Well, the umpires better keep a set of balls ready with them at all time, because this is going to happen more frequently, as we have seen in the innings so far. Out of the stadium. Surely the guy who's going to keep bringing the ball is going to get some sort of workout today with the aggression and the pace that Varuna is going right now. And the required run and required balls, they are almost matching right now. 73 more required out of 71. Varuna on a mission.
Ready with the ball again.
Yes, Captain Ranjit will be in a little bit of a dilemma right now with options running out, and he will be looking for a breakthrough desperately. The only way to have any chance to get back at this game is to break this partnership and get a couple of quick wickets soon after. Taken! There's the breakthrough we were talking about, Nishant, and the dangerous batsman Varuna losing focus, and beautiful catch taken there.
Yes, that's the wicket you're talking about. Varuna was looking so very good, but he hits one straight to the fielder. And that is the end of his innings. He departs for 39 of 25 deliveries, 90 for 2, Sri Lions.
.90 for 2, and it is Sumudu who has come on strike. Oh, there it is. This could be another boundary, but well fielded. Sharp there at third man, and well returned back to the keeper.
Yes, Saif doing the clean-up job there in the deep. I'll bring Charuka on strike. He's batting on 14 of 11. Made a classic 6. And a beautiful boundary.
He'll be looking towards steadying the innings right now. That's another wide.
Far too many wides bowled. That is a bit of a problem for sure.
I think he was trying to york him there, Nishant. Just missed out his line. And not the worst idea, because he saw Charuka taking a couple of steps forward.
There was a chance. There was a chance. Nobody backing up there. I think Charuka gets away with it.
Well, I think all 13 people on the ground right now, including the umpires, are probably thinking, what just happened? There was a run-out chance, and I think there was another run-out chance. I think the fielder threw it on both ends, but missed out.
Again, he's looking to play that whip on the onside. Hasn't quite managed to get it right off the bowling of Shyam. It's another leg by.
Yeah, it's an interesting delivery trying to be attempted by Shyam. Could work because he did have that deep mid-wicket and the long-on fielder in place for that flick shot that Charuka was very well playing earlier.
Inside edge onto the pads. Charuka again looking for the cheeky single, sent back. 9 overs bowled, 93 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Back into the attack is Shyam. Sorry, my apologies. Back into the attack is Intizar. Ooh. Missed out Charuka. You have seen, I think Charuka has been missing out a few deliveries the last 6 to 8 balls or so. Seems to have slightly lost his focus. Trying to steal the single, unsuccessful on this occasion. For the first time in this innings, the current run rate of Sri Lions has gone below 10 runs, Nishant.
Yes, and I think they'll want to correct that. Or maybe just go along.
They are very much on target. Only lost 2 wickets, 93 runs, or rather 94 runs on board. It should be a simple affair from now on. Another dot ball for Sri Lions. Another wide there. I think if you check the extras, should be more than 10 runs or 15 runs given so far. If Colatta needs any chance to get back in this game, they have to be as accurate as possible.
Yes, and I think Intizar has been very, very accurate. No two ways about it. Another single taken there.
Yes, absolutely, Nishant. If you look at his economy in comparison to any other bowler, in 1.5 overs, he's just given 9 runs, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. And if he's able to finish this over well,
nicely bowled. That'll be the end of the over. He does finish the over well. Halfway through, it's 96 for 2. So Gopa into the attack now. And that is close. That is close. Given.
Much needed break there. Much needed break. And Gopa has delivered this for Colatta Chocolates.
Yes, that was the arm ball. He was playing all around it. Gets wrapped on the pads and trapped plumb in front. 96 for 3. Sumudra departs for 2 of 5. Prashat is the new man in, the captain. I think his role will be to just hang around a little bit.
Absolutely, Nishant. Something like what Krishna Karate did for Colatta Chocolates, if Prashant, or even Charuka for that matter, are able to pull off such a role, they will be able to see their team home quite easily.
We'll look for the second run there. Good running between the wickets. Excellent running between the wickets. 2 more added to the tally. He's off the mark.
Yes, that'll be a good start and a great positive start that for the captain. He'll look forward to settle himself, try to bring momentum into the game in favor for his team.
Again, a quick single taken there. Good running between the wickets.
Yes, absolutely. Gopa and Intezar, both of them have been able to put the brakes on the scoring rate of Sri Lions.
Charuka coming down the track there. Will pick up another single. 100 up for Sri Lions with that.
Yes, and very good time, Nishant. Just 3 wickets lost, 100 runs, another 63 more required of 56. And what's interesting to recall would be that even team Colatta Chocolates, they were in a similar position. They were around 101 or 105 runs at 11 overs.
Bit of a mix-up, but he survives. The throw was not all that good. The throw was not all that good there. End of the 11th over, it's 101 for 3. Lovely shot, nicely cut away. That will run away. No, it won't. Good stop in the deep. They'll come back for 2.
Yes, Intezar slightly missing out on his length there and well cut by the batsman. 2 easy runs for Prashad.
And also a little too far outside the off stump on that occasion. Pushed back to the bowler this time. That is another dot ball.
Yes, indeed. Intezar doing a really good job for his team right now. Dot balls will definitely put some sort of a pressure on the batting side. That missed everything. On surface level, it looked like it was bowled, but the turn was so much, and that's 4 byes.
Yes, 4 byes there. Or was it off the bat? Whatever it is, they've gotten the runs. That is what is important. 56 needed of 51 deliveries here.
Yes, indeed, that was one of the best deliveries bowled by Intezar. Completely bamboozled the batsman there. Great delivery, again missed out. If there's any bowler from Colatta Chocolates who deserves a wicket right now, it's definitely Intezar. It's been a bit unlucky so far.
Yes, he's just about asked the right questions. Somehow the batters have managed to get away. Goes for the switch this time. Prashad doesn't connect it. See, that is what Intezar can force the batters to do. Just make them do something different.
Yes, absolutely there. It's another miss-hit, another opportunity on a good day for Intezar that would have circled its way back to the wicket, but not on this occasion. At the end of 12 overs, the score is 108 for 3.
Gopa into his final over. Starts off with a dot ball. And joining in the comm box now is going to be Asim as Azhar takes a break.
Very impressive bowling. Yeah, just as I said that, one carved between the backward point and shot third. A couple of runs definitely will be added here to the tally. Prashad, he'll have to stay strong here. Charuka looks a bit rusty out there. Just not able to get a lot of middle from his bat. 110 for 3 at the moment, Sri Lions. And this is what a good start can do to you. Even if you're rusty during your run chase in the mid-overs, you still have that sort of a cushion. But this is some good bowling here from Intezar and Gopa. In tandem. You bowl in bat in partnerships, you bowl in partnerships.
Yes, this is pretty good stuff. No two ways about it. And I always feel that your best spinners should bowl in tandems, in tandem. Somehow feel that it applies more to spinners than it does to seamers. I'm not saying it doesn't apply to the fast bowlers, it does apply to fast bowlers as well, but somehow I feel that if your top spinners are not bowling in tandem, then you're losing out on both the abilities.
Well, what it does is that, the batsman plays the good ones out and then tries to attack the other one from the other end. Now, there are chances where, the bowler from the other end can pick up the wicket when they are, fancying their chances. But what it does is it definitely gives them a lot of confidence that, yes, we can try to attack the other bowler. And, hold the probability of the good bowler picking up a wicket goes down. This is excellent stuff here from Gopa. Quick over coming to an India. 13 overs gone. Sri Lions 112 for 3. Intezar into his final over. He's been brilliant tonight. Up in the air, a chance for the wicketkeeper. He comes underneath it and makes a mess of it. You can't have easier catches coming with the gloves on. Even without gloves, that was the easiest catch that ever could have come to you. Now, almost as I was about to have this in my mind, this good bowling will definitely pay dividend. Almost did. And the keeper made a mess of it.
You can't. You just can't do that. That is almost criminal.
I mean, bowled 3.2 overs in T20 game, conceding 17 runs, got those chances out. And if the team is not able to grab them, I mean, you can't be blaming the bowler there.
This is not the first time he's tried to do that.
Why would you want to do that if the ball is spinning square? I don't understand the logic behind you trying to do that. You do it when the ball is not turning, the wicket is flat, the ball is coming straight, there is no turn whatsoever. Then you try to fancy your chances and take those risks. But here, when it's spinning square, well, this is poor shot selection.
Again, the cut shot, not quite getting it right. Just a single. This is excellent bowling.
Now it's slipping away from Sri Lions, I would say. This partnership between Intezar and Gopa that has pulled them back right in the contest.
But the problem is that this partnership is coming to an end with this over. Outside the off stump, not very well timed, but the single will be taken.
Well, it has been a tough affair for Sri Lions, especially when Gopa and Intezar, they were bowling in tandem. Especially Charuka, who has been a bit rusty in his approach. 22 deliveries for his 19. Look at that. Finally, Intezar says, I'll do it myself. I don't need anybody's help. Let me do it myself. It was the other batsman, but now it is the captain who departs.
Yes, and that was a quick turner from Intezar that came in very quickly indeed.
Now, when you're bowling so good, you'll have to do the job yourself if you're not getting support from the fielders. That's the end of Prashad. Prashad, he is making his way back, 15 of 18. And Sri Lions lose their fourth.
Oh, there's the outside edge and gone. Wickets of back-to-back deliveries and both the batsmen out.
Partnerships broken with that beautiful partnership. Now one to set in a new partnership. It's the captain, Ranjit Mani, on the money. That's the end of Charuka. A rusty knock comes to an end. 19 of 23 deliveries for him. And that's the 5th wicket down here for Sri Lions. And it is Dhananjaya. So I think this partnership between Dhananjaya and Sasika will set the tone. If at all Sri Lions fancy their chance of winning this game from here on. However, you got to give full credit to the way Ranjit has managed his troops here. Ranjit Mani, he was on the money in terms of his captaincy.
He's absolutely spot on, no two ways about it. And now Sasika says, hang on. Let me just shift the balance a little bit with that 6.
Well, there is no stopping this man. He's facing his first ball and he comes down the track and deposits it straight onto the canopies.
There's the second batsman who's done that. Charuka did the same thing. Hit the first ball for a 6. Then once again, this match is getting close. Or too far outside the off stump. Would have been a wild slash at that one from Sasika. Picks up a single.
Now, if you look at what is the deficit here, it's just about talking about 8 runs to get in excess of the balls that are left. Pretty much doable. It's pretty much under control here, under 8 and over. But the way things have shifted here for Colatta Chocolates, they have got things back in their, on their side. And, you know, it usually gets difficult when you're chasing and if you're losing momentum to find that momentum back.
Yes, that is trouble for sure. And that is why we see that after getting off to a flying start, if a team loses a few quick wickets, it becomes very difficult for them to really make a comeback. And that is another good strike from Sasika. Talking about comebacks, that ball is not going to come back.
I mean, definitely not. He's got it out of the screws and timed it, powered, belted towards mid-wicket. That's not coming back for sure, as Nishant said. End of 15, Sri Lions 130 for 5.
Shyam is back in the attack, bowling his third. After that onslaught from Sasika becomes very crucial for Colatta Chocolates to again bowl a tidy over, to start from scratch again.
Definitely, and we were discussing this, we were having this discussion last night about the ball, the quality of balls, being easier for the batters to actually lose the inventory, make a loss on the inventory levels here. And that has happened, if observed, that has happened because of the stitching. Earlier it used to be the hand-stitched balls that used to come. And now these are not the hand-stitched, these are machine-stitched balls that are coming in, trying to replicate the way Kookaburra is being made. And what that does is, it actually puts the seam down. It's not that, visible seam which is there. And spinners are actually losing out that, that touch in the game. That's a direct hit. Safe, but, well, what has just happened here? Dhananjaya was running without even looking at his partner, decided to turn back, and it was too late.
Yes, and the direct hit was needed. Safe, but producing it, very well done. Dhananjaya departs. He is out for 2 of 5 deliveries. Sri Lions 130 for 6.
That new batsman in is Vikum Bandara. We have seen him effective with the bat as well in the Bukhatir League. Now, a format that would definitely suit his style of playing. However, we'll have to wait and see how much does it suit this situation right now in front of him. 32 to get of 26.
Well, this is a more a Krishna karate situation, to be very honest. Don't have to do anything silly.
I'm not sure if they have enough batters out there to come, because if you have Vikum out there, I doubt if there are more to follow. A lot of hopes will be out there with a man wearing that blue pads out there on the strike. Sasika. Do it for the team.
Yes, now, will be interesting to see what his approach is here. Whether he wants to hit a couple out of the park and bring that equation to a stage from where they don't even need a runner ball, or try to take it deep. Well, his intentions are to go for it. Dot ball to finish the over. 16 ball, 131 for 6.
And that has been played in the gap, and that's going to be an important boundary here for Sasika. In fact, Sasika gets the bottom half of the bat. Doesn't matter how they come, they need to keep coming here. They need to get the pressure off from them because they are having that pressure coming through them at regular intervals after the loss of wickets. He's bowling it, pitching it full onto the stumps, and there is no square leg. How smart of a move is that? Well, they have to really plan things out as to where they need to be bowling because on the onside, it is a shorter boundary. You try to bowl it full on the pads, definitely not getting away from that. Here comes Zishan once again. He's been expensive tonight. Again, a heave down towards mid-wicket. There is a fielder there, Hari Prashant. Usually we see him behind the stumps, but today they have Vishnu Ramesh, who's the regular keeper for Colatta Chocolates. And joining me in the combox for one final time in this game, it's going to be Azhar. Welcome back, Azhar.
Thank you, Asim. Every time I take a break, something extraordinary happens, yes? And we saw a drop catch of, who was the bowler? Was it Intizar? Yes?
Yes, of Intizar, and that was a dolly that was put down. But nonetheless, they have made a comeback. Absolutely. Even after that dolly, Intizar got rid of the batter. And that partnership was broken between Charuka and Prashant Kumara, which was looking dangerous. And now, after that, they lost a couple of more wickets. There's a partnership that will have to bat through for the next 21 balls.
Yes, absolutely awesome. And Sasika, what a six that was, yes? Another attempt here. This could be another six. And it is.
Six towards the longest part of the ground. Extra cover is not a zone where it's easy to hit. It's not at all easy. And that too, when extra cover is that long, that far, playing a shot with that ease, Vikum Bandara, that's an international stuff from you.
And suddenly, with that six, you can see the scale shifting towards Sri Lions.
Look at that, a few Sri Lanka supporters also out there trying to cheer for the team. And I think that definitely leaves a lot of breathing space there for Sri Lions. The deficit is under run a ball now. Short delivery, and again trying to fancy his chance. Now, I'm not sure how wise that ball was, Azhar. The square leg is in the circle. The fine leg is in the circle. Your bowling is short. It's just about connecting the ball.
I think it's more about expectations, Asim, because I think, and Zishan has been successful at this particular instance alone, that the batsman was probably not expecting a short delivery there. But regardless, 19 from 19, and it is Sri Lions' match to lose right now. They're in a very good position.
Oh, that's what we say. Cricket is just about scenarios. It's about... And that's one scenario that we have right in front of us. Wicket shattered. Big wicket, you're falling. Vikum Bandara is walking back to the pavilion. Inside edge, crashing onto the stumps.
Yes, absolutely. And a short pitch delivery, that too. And we were talking about it just a while back. Was a risky chance that they took, but they got the wicket, and that's all that matters.
Well, it was definitely pulled back, but not a typical short delivery that Zishan was targeting earlier on. It was a length delivery. Not sure if that was meant to be pulled, but nonetheless, Vikum gets an inside edge, and he departs. That's a big wicket falling here for Sri Lions. The game is still well under balance. I would say it's slightly in favor of Colatta Chocolates now.
Could be, and it could also be in favor of Sri Lions, Asim, because Sasika is still there. And unless you get him out, you can never know. The balance is still definitely, in my view, still in favor of Sri Lions.
Now, so the one good thing about this, Azhar, is that it's just about 3 good hits from Sasika. The game is over. But
absolutely,
that 3 hits, he is still going to go after it, even if it's the last man. It's an instinctive approach coming in from Sasika. He gets the ball in his zone, he goes after it. Probably Ranjit Mani might try him to force him play a wrong shot on this longer boundary.
Oh, that was a dive attempt for no throw towards the wicket. And the batsman might be thinking that that was futile, but regardless, Sasika would want to keep as much strike as possible. This was a slower delivery, so temptations being offered by Siam. One thing to note is they do not have a deep extra cover fielder.
Gets an inside edge. Very uncomfortable position to play that shot there, but nonetheless, no damage caused whatsoever. Gets a single, and Jagat Purna will be the new man on strike.
Yes, on a different day, that could have hit the stumps, and that's probably what Siam would have hoped for. But regardless, a single taken. 19 required from 16. It's still anybody's game right now. A couple of wickets or even one wicket right now keeps things very much in favor for Colatta Chocolates.
I think an ideal T20 game that we are witnessing here. It's right in the balance. No one can be picked here that they are favorites to win the game. It's right in the balance. Just a wicket for Colatta. Couple of hits for Sri Lions. Down the leg side, and good collect here from Vishnu Ramesh.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that has come off from his pads. No decision, no call from the umpire.
Well, if it is from his pads, I must say the keeper did an excellent job there, because that boundary would have changed things completely for Colatta Chocolates. But now, 19 required from 15. Anybody's game right now. Siam very much under control. If he gets that right delivery, you never know.
I'm expecting a slower one coming through here from Sham. And that was a slower one, but played it in the gap.
Absolutely right, Asim. You can't predict the future, can you?
Well, I am no good predictor than my co-commentator who's not out there today with us, but Shoaib Ahmed, he has been the octopus of the commentary box.
Yes, and that boundary taking off the pressure for Sri Lions. 15 required from 14 now. The intent was right from Siam, but I think he missed his line completely, because there was no deep fielder there to cover that shot, if I'm not wrong. And bowled him! There you go. Wicket comes in at the most crucial time, and one can only imagine, could this be the turning point? Sasika is, of course, still there, but now Sri Lions are 8 wickets down.
We are talking about number 10 and number 11 coming in. They are going to get exposed now. It's about this man in the last 13 odd balls. Now, forget the one that is going to come in next. We're talking about the next 12 balls. Sasika has to play maximum number of balls out of it. He needs to play smart. The last man comes in, tries for a single. He should avoid that.
Yes, exactly. And this is something which Colatta Chocolates did. If we recall their innings, the last 4 batsmen, they lost their wickets unnecessarily. And this one, I would say, was almost like an unplayable ball, in-swinging Yorker. Very well executed by Siam, and this is definitely going to be his day if he can pull off another one, don't you think?
Absolutely there. That's the team manager out there, Anup. Got a lot of responsibilities in the past week or two. And I think out there, was not there in the earlier part of the game, but has come out and made sure that he's supporting the team to the fullest.
I think you should just play him off. Don't try something. Exactly. Well done by the batsman there. Another attempted Yorker, but well blocked by Vimukthi. At the end of 18 overs, the score is now 148 for 8.
Well, what a game we're witnessing here. Sham, Ramesh, Intezar, Ali, Gopakumar, Gopala Krishnan, all 3 coming into the act here for Team Colatta to rescue. And playing it down the ground, that will be a single.
I'm not sure where he intended on hitting that, but he's definitely miscued that. Regardless, a single taken. But that keeps Vimukthi on strike, and they have to do some smart batting here. Try to convert ones into twos. I think that would be one of the better strategies to go for. A little bit more safer. And because if they lose a wicket right now, the game is definitely going to go slipping off from their hands.
Well, pretty sure that Sasika is not one of those quickest between the wickets, but what we can expect out of this is play it in the gaps and run for two, not try to shy at the boundary. Shy the stumps, directed, and Vimukthi would have been back in the pavilion for sure.
Absolutely, there are some lucky chance for Vimukthi, and the fielder almost did not have enough time to collect the ball and aim, but had he taken that extra half a second, I think he would have been successful because Vimukthi was well short of his crease there.
Absolutely. 13 to get of 10, and I still feel it's just about two good deliveries coming in here from Colatta Chocolates.
Or two good sixes.
Well, it's a proper balance here in the commentary box as well. Sasika on strike. And he plays a big one. And it's good enough. A big hit on the canopies.
Six number 1 comes, and Sasika is the man who has hammered it out of the ground for a 6.
Well, big one, big one. Pitch it up to him. Try his patience. Well, nothing works if it's in his zone. He's going to go after it, and he's going to go big.
You got to feel for the bowler here because the margin of error is so little, especially against Sasika. Because if you pitch it up even an inch, and he's definitely going to take advantage of that like he's done right now.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think it is a very poor planning here from Zishan as to what he needs to be doing. It should have been a back of a length, slower delivery, outside of stump, and force him to play it on the onside where he gets a top edge out, and that's where you sneak in that opportunity of either getting a dot ball or a chance of a wicket. You can't be bowling at the stumps to this man who's hitting the ball that hard.
Exactly. A slower off-cutter, something in that range may have had a better chance, I would have imagined. But let's see what he does here. The game is still not over. Getting Sasika out now, or in this over, can still definitely bring the momentum or the game back into the hands of Colatta Chocolates. And we have to just wait and watch.
Well, will he go for it?
Absolutely. My money is on that. And it depends on the delivery. If it's something in a slot, he's definitely going to go for it.
Well, that's exactly what we were referring to. Try to keep it away from his zone. I mean, he's going to go throw kitchen sink at it. Definitely, if it's in his arc, he's going to make sure that the ball is out of the park. And here, slightly a proper plan is required here. Ranjit Mani needs to come and speak to the bowler. Keep it outside the off stump. Keep it slow. Keep it with that variation. Roll in your arm at the last moment. Keep foxing him.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing to be noticed, I think, is that Sasika hasn't done or hasn't fared particularly well against the delivery which is coming outside the off stump, especially if it's pitched up.
Oh, he takes a single and gets Vimukthi back on strike. Now, it's just about one good delivery here. He puts him back onto the back foot here. Or maybe a skyer up in the air. Takes a catch. Sasika off strike in the last over. Chance for Colatta to pick up that last man.
Absolutely. I think Vimukthi is going to do the sensible thing and try to block it. He knows that 6 runs required of the last 6 balls will be very much easily done by Sasika if the wicket is kept. Otherwise, you know, adding additional pressure towards the end can be a different ball game altogether.
Now the keeper misses and they sneak in a single. So the deficit is now 5 runs. Who's going to bowl the final over? Is it going to be Ranjit Mani or is it going to be Saifullah Butt? Looks like it's going to be Saif.
Absolutely, chances are there. But I'm just wondering about that single, Asim, because now it's going to be Vimukti who's going to be on strike. If they get a wicket, if they manage to get Vimukti out and bring another tail-ender to face the ball, that's going to be quite risky. In my opinion, they should have probably contained that and given Sasika the strike, but only time can tell.
Well, it's a situation then, it's all about scenarios that comes in. We build that scenarios in our mind. I mean, completely different from what exactly happened. Sometimes it definitely falls in place. But yes, you imagine a lot of things at this stage. You're getting runs, you take them. That's what, they tell us. The basics of cricket. Back your partner. Just talk to him. Give him that confidence that you can pick up a single. Give him that confidence that you can nudge one and get me back on strike. So that confidence is required. If you pull that confidence out, you might actually force a false run or a false call that can lead to a run out as well.
Exactly, and that's something that Sri Lions does not want at this point of the game. Now, can Saif make a comeback for his team? Lofted, and that's a boundary.
Well, Vimukti can play those shots. Why would you want to not have him on strike? 5 runs to get, or in fact, that's game over.
Is that a 6, Asim? I think it's declared a 6.
I think looks like there was just 4 runs required.
Absolutely. Yes.
It was an error on the screens here. And that's the end of the game for... that's the end of the first game of this double-header that we have. Sri Lions, what a nail-biting encounter here, Azhar.
Absolutely nail-biting on all aspects. If we look at the game in total, we saw the start when Colatta Chocolates, they were batting, they lost quick wickets, they gained momentum, they lost momentum towards the end, managed to get just 162 runs, which, by the way, is not too bad for this pitch. But the way they were going, they could have reached 180. I think those 10 to 15 runs made a difference in the game.
That's the difference that we are talking about. That the difference because of overconfidence is what we are talking about. That's the scorecard. Yes, Sasika, I believe, played a fantastic knock to ensure his team sealed through. 27 unbeaten of 13 with 3 humongous sixes. And then contributions coming in from the top. A good start from Varuna and Suranga. 39 and 26 respectively. With Charuka chipping in 19 runs and Prashant with that 15. Vimukti with that all-important boundary that got them home. With 16 extras, Sri Lions have managed to seal this game in 19.1 overs. They've chased it down. And what a collective effort here coming in from both the teams. What a game of cricket. And I think you wouldn't have asked for a better debut, wouldn't you? Would you have?
Absolutely. I enjoyed it completely. Honestly, my pick of the bowler has to be Intizar. What absolutely critical role he played in Colatta Chocolates, having some sort of a chance to come back at the game. 4 overs, 19 runs given, 1 wicket taken, although I thought he should have gotten at least 2 or 3. And at an economy of 4.75. Of course, Syam and Gopa both doing an excellent job for their team as well, but unfortunately falling short.
Well, I think it was, in short, if you just say that it was just a proper lack of plan in terms of executing the strategies here from Colatta Chocolates, but that's not how they would have wanted a champion side to start their new journey in the T20 edition. That's the summary out there for you. Colatta Chocolates in 19.1 overs, they scored 162. Some contributions coming in from Taimur, Karate in their 30s. Lakshman contributing quickfire 26 of 15. However, in the bowling side, Vikum was fantastic. 3 wickets for him, conceding 22 runs. Vimukti and Sumudu, they got a couple of wickets as well. Varuna with the in the Sri Lions batting, he scored 39 of 25. Sasika and Suranga, I mean, they played an important knock as far as the game was concerned, the situation was concerned. However, Sham and Intizar, they were fantastic on this night to pull things back in favor of Colatta Chocolates after that flying start. They was cruising at 10 and over, But the way they pulled things back, Gopa, Sham, Intizar, they were phenomenal with the ball. However, result not going in their favor, but it was a good game of T20 cricket that we have witnessed here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We'll take a quick short break here, and then we will be back for the post-match presentation, as well as the second game, which is lined up here. It's going to be Sona Gold and Diamonds taking on Pacific Group. That will be after the post-match ceremony, where Nishant Majetia is down there with the man of the match.
thrilling game coming to an end, and once again Sri Lions opening their campaign with a win, and they will be very happy about that. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net Sharjah CBFS T20 League Season 2. Powered by Fan Code. Before we begin, we'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all the administrators involved in supporting this tournament. And of course, we'd also like to thank our sponsors. Title sponsor SkyExchange.net, powered by and official streaming platform Fan Code, event partners TCM, toss partners Arba Sports Services, associate sponsors rsook.com, support sponsors Toyom Sports Limited, and merchandise partners 7 Districts. In this game, Sri Lions defeated Colatta Chocolates by 2 wickets, and they will be very thrilled about it. It's time for us to announce the player of the match, but before that, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Tehseen Javed. Very good evening, sir. So, it was not an easy call to make. There were contributions from everybody, but ultimately the contribution that really mattered a lot was from Vikum Sanjay Bandara. He's our RSOOK player of the match for his 3-wicket haul. Vikum will receive a gift hamper from rsook.com and also a 20% discount voucher on all products purchased from rsook.com. Congratulations, Vikum. Well, it was quite a match. Very nervous in the end.
Yeah, that's a good match today. We won the match. We won the match against the champions of 50-over game, Colatta Chocolate. Today we boys doing well.
And when you came out to bowl, the ball was really moving around a lot. So what was the plan when you came out to bowl?
Yes, a bit of experience for the 50-over game. I took a lot of wickets and 50-over games, and a bit of experience T20 games. Easily swing for the T20 games, winning the games today.
Looks like you're in love with this pitch. You want to carry this pitch wherever you picked up a 7 for a year as well.
Yes, I remember that DC started. I think remember the 7 wickets took. That's my best wickets that here Sharjah in Dubai.
Well, good luck for the rest of the games and keep the entertainment coming. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was Sanjay Bandara. Of course, he likes to do the talking with the ball a lot more than he would actually speak. Well, that's it for now. Of course, we'll take a short break and we'll come back with the second match of the day. And it is between Pacific Group and Sona Gold and Diamonds.